Welcome to Wine Chats with Billi and Lyndsey. Hi.
She's so bossy off camera. She's so delightful when we hit record.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Welcome to the Nightly.
Yes.
We're so glad you came back. We know we can be a bit offensive, but like, hello.
That's her.
Her. We are drinking, yes, we've already pre-poured because
But do you see what's happening here? Look at her glass and look at mine.
it.
Lindsay's been on it.
I have not been.
This is going to be a great chat.
I have not been. I mean, I wish I had been, but I have not. I just poured mine less because I don't really like it. No, I don't. I'm not going to lie. Why lie?
Why lie? Sorry, Prosecco people.
I just said that.
She just said that.
We're drinking a Brown Brothers Prosecco today. I don't like Prosecco. I never have. I never will. If someone gave it to me for free at an event, sure, I might sip on it and then like leave the glass somewhere. Wow. Full. What do you think of it, Bill?
Also do not like Prosecco, but just because it's supposed to be sweet and bubbles make me burp. So is Prosecco normally sweet? That's what I always think.
But this one isn't super sweet. I think you're thinking of like, what's that? Super, like the everyone
Moscato?
drinks. Yeah, Moscato.
Oh, this one's a bit bitter as well on the tongue. I got so much bitterness.
Yeah, no.
All that texture.
Gross.
I'm trying to add new wine words to my repertoire.
Please don't. Okay, you know what else is gross?
Do tell.
Smoking.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about smoking today. I'm very passionate about the way I feel towards, number one, people that smoke and smoking in general.
Okay.
And I don't want to be rude because, but I will be, because I know some people that smoke and
Still? To
Still.
this day?
right. So bizarre, but
Yeah.
yes. And I mean, it's a personal choice. If you want to smoke and kill yourself and those around you, that's fine. That's your choice. I'm strongly against it though.
Yeah. I'm not that strongly against it, to be honest. It's one of those like each of their own. Henry's very strongly against it, which I find funny. Because back in the day, like, see, Yugoslavs, like, we smoke from like the ages of like 12, 13. Like, that shit is not, like, it's so part and parcel. Like, we drink, we smoke, it's a thing. And so to me, it's like culturally, it's huge for us. So every once in a while, back in the day, when I would go out and I would get a little bit tipsy, I would smoke. I would get, like, when you're drunk, you just want that. I don't know what it is. It just seems to go hand in hand.
But I don't think that's just from where you're from. That's like
Is that
universal.
everywhere? Yeah.
Oh, totally.
And so I would
Yes.
just smoke when I'm a bit drunk, and then I'd try and kiss Henry, and he'd be like, gross, get away from me. Like, do not come near me.
I love you, Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah.
I've literally tried a cigarette in my whole entire life twice. One in grade 9.
Okay.
And I remember both times exact. And another time was after I had moved here. Anyways, I'm dead set against it. But this will show you how dead set against it I am.
Okay.
So
go.
when I fell pregnant with my eldest,
Yeah.
so my first child, my mother's first grandchild,
Yeah.
and my mom was a smoker all throughout my childhood.
I'm sorry. That's interesting. I'm just connecting a few dots here. It's interesting that you're so dead set against it, and your mum's like, you grew up watching your mum smoke.
I think it's either one of the two things. You either become a smoker yourself,
Yeah.
or you become so
Grossed
against
out by
it
Yeah.
because you had to live with it. And my mom was very considerate in the sense of she would always only smoke at the kitchen window, and the
Right.
window was always open.
I could just imagine how nice that time would have been for your mum, that 1 second of like during, like at the kitchen window, I'm just going to have a cigarette before I go back to my lovely, delightful children. Do you know? And then here's her daughter coming up and being like, Mom.
Oh, 100% I was. And same with my sister. Oh, we hated it.
Oh, your sister hated it too.
Oh, we hated it. So when I fell pregnant, I told my mom, I'm like, if you want to hold your grandchild, you have to quit smoking. Oh, and I was dead serious.
And I actually don't think that's a bad thing to do at all.
And she quit smoking.
Wonderful, Ninny. Well
I
done.
know. Ninny.
Girl.
That's her name for my children. No, I'm dead set against it. And I have instilled that hate for it into my children. And like to the point, if we're driving and like someone in the car beside us is smoking or vaping, they're like, Mom, that person's smoking. Ew. I'm like, I know, they're killing themselves. I even go that far. I'm like, they're killing themselves. Yeah. Isn't that bad?
It's very bad. Yeah, look, I don't have this like real bad passion for hating smoking or smokers. Don't really have a problem with it. Every once in a while, I'll still, Henry and I had this period of breaking up once, and that's when I could smoke. I'm like, I don't know why I'm telling you that, but that's because I felt I could just go and smoke. So I used to go to buy those Vogue cigarettes. They were like really like, they look like a little like skinny ones, and they're menthol.
We need to pause. We've been friends for a very long time.
Candy cigarettes.
I don't ever remember you smoking. You must have never
Probably because you feel so strongly about smokers, Lyndsey. You would have dumped me. Yeah. I already got dumped. I didn't need 2 people dumping me in my life. And so, Sanya, hi Sanjay, and I would go out and we would smoke these Vogue cigarettes, and we were so cool. We were so cool. We would drink our little vodka and smoke our cigarettes. So no, I don't really have like a thing against it, but I also, because I've smoked myself, like I never got addicted to it. I don't like it either. Yeah. It's not like a thing that I wanted to continue to do. Yeah. It's gross. I smelled disgusting. My hands were disgusting. The inside of my mouth was constantly disgusting. It's just not a thing that I would want to be around. Yeah. I also think that people, like, you can smell it on them. It's like this gross odor they emit. It's gross. Yeah. But obviously with vapes now that have come out, they don't have that stronger smell like cigarettes do, right? It's all just very like, you know, you got blueberry ones, strawberry ones. There's all these gross, horrible, different ones. Yeah. I've tried vaping. Holy beep.
It's supposedly like worse than smoking.
It burns the lungs so bad. At least the one I tried, I was like, oh my God. Now, and I've tried cigarettes, like it's, you know. Yeah. So to be honest, I don't want my kids doing any of it, but I think to me somehow vapes seem way more dangerous and bad. But this is what cigarette is that a fact? I don't know.
Yes, this is like what they are saying now on the news and like out in the world, that vapes are way worse than actual cigarettes. I don't know, read it up yourself, but that is what is out there. Right. And because I'm such a worrywart parent, I am petrified, because you hear stories about 12-year-olds vaping, and like because high school students are all filled with vapors, like in the toilets vaping and blah, blah, blah.
Well, I'm sorry, when you flavor something blueberry, who are you targeting that to? Like that's to me, that's like...
Yeah, but laws have been changed around the flavors and stuff.
Oh, have they?
So, yeah, so that's
Tell me, Linny.
I don't know, Google it, but I know that something... I don't know, Billy, we have 10 minutes. I don't know. I can't fit in all...
Details, Lyndsey.
All I know is that there has been something that's been changed, because those flavors were targeting... the kids, right? Like, silly.
Yes. And also they're all disposable. I'm sorry, but they're disposable. These disposable vapes. Yeah. And they're just in landfill. That's it. They're just, you know, at least cigarettes kind of go away and you smoke them.
No, they don't. Those cigarette butts.
But the filters.
Freaking beep. Sorry. Passionate.
But filters are small and horrible. So? Don't get me wrong. Horrible still. Yeah, but dude, those vapes come with, it's a little plastic thing that you throw away as soon as you're done with it. And there's millions of them being sold. That's so messed up.
The whole thing's messed up. But do you, as a parent, do you worry about your kids starting to smoke?
No. I honestly, until you just said it now, it's never occurred to me. And I think if my kids did smoke, I would have a very interesting conversation. Like I would not be cool with it. But it's not something that I worry about. I just kind of think like, it's out there in the world. They're going to try. They're going to experiment. That's cool. I want them to be old enough when they experiment with stuff. But like, I'm not going to allow it. It's definitely not a go for me, if you know what I mean. But like, it's not a thing that like super duper worries me out. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, kids are going to do what they want to do. So it's not like you can allow it or not allow it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm afraid.
Yeah, right. But you're afraid about random stuff as well. Like Lyndsey's afraid about like, you know, the wind blowing and, you know, hurting someone. So you just have a lot more worries, I feel, than like, I just kind of go with the flow and hope for the best.
Worrying about your kids if they're going to become a smoker is not a weird worry. That's not a random worry. What? Oh my God.
I just don't worry about it. I don't even think about it. I'm like, when they grow up, I should hope that I've taught them enough to be like, that is horrible and gross. Like we talk about it as well. It's disgusting. Like I don't even think my kids like really understand what people are doing with the smokes and stuff, but I tell them it's gross. So I'm not like encouraging it by any means. But I'm not, it's not like a worry that no.
Well, I'm going to kick her off the couch.
You know what I do worry about? And this is just to wrap it up a little bit because Lyndsey's about to kick me off the couch because I don't worry enough about my kids. I'm more worried about all these young kids doing it and like taking up smoking when we know what it's doing to your skin and in your internals and all this sort of stuff. Like when I see like us worried about all our skin, but then like women smoking out there and just doing like, I'm like, girls, you're so young. You don't understand. I just got to catch my throat. You're not going to be that young forever.
No.
And your skin's going to suffer. Yeah. So like stop it now. Like now's your time to not even try it.
Yeah. Like, but they don't care. They're young and they are like, it's not going to happen to me.
And their mothers didn't care about them enough.
So to wrap it up, she's not worried about her children starting a deadly habit. She's worried about these random children having bad skin from smoking. Bad skin.
That's right. Get your priorities straight. Jesus.
Get off my couch.
Thank you for joining us for this latest episode of Wine Chats podcast with Billi and Lyndsey.